Hello everyone, I cannot believe it has been a whole year since I have done my Hello 2024 video and now I'm doing my Hello 2025 video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Millie and I try to upload every single Monday. It is my first video back after having a little bit of time off over the Christmas period. First video of 2025. Very excited to be back in the swing of things. I've got some really exciting videos coming up, so stay tuned for them. But today I'm bringing you my Hello 2025 video. Now, as I mentioned, I did do one of these last year, so I'm going to tag it down below. I can't remember exactly what I did in my last one. I think I showed you guys my bullet journal. I didn't stick to that. I did not stick to using my bullet journal. Therefore, I started making one for this year, but I knew I wasn't gonna stick to it if I didn't stick to one last year. So yeah, I just thought there was no point in doing planning out a whole new one if I didn't even stick to my one from last year. So what I ended up doing is, I think in my last one I had different symptoms and I was trying to log different things. I just ended up putting it in my phone instead, so I'm just gonna carry on doing that because that's what worked for me. But anyway, that's the continuation from the last video. Failed, but we're gonna go into the New Year's resolutions from last year. Did I stick to them? Did I not? I don't think I did, but we're gonna have a look at what my ones from last year were, and then we will go on to my ones that I want to do this year, my New Year's resolutions and sort of bucket list things. No, I'm not dying, but my 2025 bucket list. So I've just watched a video back and there's a page in my bullet journal from last year saying movies that I've watched, and so far at that point I'd only watched 3 movies, and I think they were the Back to the Future trilogy. I watched a few movies the year just gone, 2024. I watched a few, but again I stopped writing them down, totally forgot that that was a thing. I know that in October I tried to do a Halloween movie every day, but I'm not a big Halloweeny movie kind of gal, so I didn't do too well on that one. But I tried to do a Christmas movie every day and I stuck it for 2 weeks, and then after the 2-week point I was like, yeah, I'm a bit bored of this. I just kind of watched them as and when. But yeah, lots of movies were watched last year, but I just kind of forgot to document them. My favorite movie that I watched last year that was a new film that I'd never watched before was hands down Beetlejuice. I went through a Beetlejuice phase. I kind of am still on that phase. As soon as the Christmas phase was over, I was back into the Beetlejuice phase. I bought 2 mugs from Asda. I'll show you them now. I'll insert a clip now. I'll go down and film it after this video. I'll show you. These are what the mugs look like. I'm obsessed. I got 2 different ones. There's one that's black with white stripes, and I think there's a purpley kind of one. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm obsessed with those mugs. Obsessed. I think I've drank out of one of them once, but I just want to have them in my cupboard to look at because they're Beetlejuice. I don't know, I'm just obsessed. I love Beetlejuice so much. I didn't really watch any new TV shows. It was literally just The Office and Gilmore Girls. We've been in a Gilmore Girls phase for about 5-6 months straight now. I watch it repeatedly. I'm stuck on season 7 at the minute. And when I say that, I mean I think I probably mentioned it before, where I'm I'll watch. I do it with The Office. There's a point, I think it's Benihana Christmas or something, and I get to a certain point where I'm oh, I don't really enjoy it anymore. Straight back to Benihana Christmas, and then I'll just watch it, and then it gets to that point where I'm oh yeah, I remember this point. Straight back to Benihana Christmas, and it was that, or it would be season, how many seasons of The Office are there? 9. So I would start the first episode that Andy was manager. I think it's called The List. Is it called The List? Or sometimes I'll start from The Incentive and I'll just play it until I get to a point where I'm oh, this sucks now. Put it back to that one. And that's what I'm doing with Gilmore Girls at the minute. I'm stuck on season 7. I think it's the episode I keep playing is The Long Morrow, which is season 7, episode 1. And I'll just play it until it gets to the second to last episode, and then I'll just put it back. But yeah, not really any new movies watched this year, last year. Not any new TV shows really. I know that was a section in my book that I wanted to do, was watch a new TV show, but I never got around to it. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I did 8 weeks of CBT. That helped. I kind of want to get back into therapy again. That's the update that we are currently at the minute. But yeah, the 8 weeks of CBT was really, really helpful. My therapist was lovely. I know, I think I probably mentioned something in the video being I want to get in therapy, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to sort my mental health out. Aside from therapy, I haven't really done a lot to help my mental health because therapy was doing the trick. But now that I'm out of therapy, I think I need to do more things to help my mental health. I'm not sure what they will be, but I'm so excited to do this video again next year so then I can be oh, this is what I ended up doing, it didn't work, or oh, this is what I ended up doing and it did work, it changed my life, and then passing on that wisdom to you guys, because I know it can be daunting, but also hearing somebody else going through what you're going through and having the answers is really helpful. But if you were where I was, therapy, I know there's such a stigma around it and people are just blah, blah, blah. Sharing your feelings is for wimps. You're not a real man. But you are. unless you're a woman and you don't want to be a man, then you're a real woman. But yeah, definitely going and talking to someone has been a game changer for me. Like, it's the one piece of advice that I would pass on to you guys. Like, it will help you more than anything that I've tried. Just speaking to someone. It doesn't have to be a therapist, but just someone regularly about what's going on in your brain. Even if you're like, no, I can't tell someone that, tell them anyway. Hundreds of thousands of people are feeling the same way that you are and having the same thoughts that you are. I've just looked at the TV shows that I said I wanted to watch, and it was This Country. Watched it, finished it, amazing. I was obsessed. I was literally like binging it. Chad put on the first episode and he was like, we'll just leave it at the first episode. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. I might have, because I might have already started watching it at that point, but put on the first episode and then we had a break from it so I could like digest it and see how I felt about it. And then I was like, actually I quite liked it. So we went back and then I watched episode after episode after episode and I was hooked. But yeah, the first episode, usually the first episode is a bit of a shitter of a TV show because they're like trying to get in the swing of things, but that one was one of the best ones. So if you've not seen This Country, go and watch it. It's funny. You'll appreciate it more if you're British because it's like British humour. But if you're not, you can still enjoy it just the same. But if you're British, you'll definitely enjoy it more. I think I said The Good Place. I get to a certain point where I watch it and then I get in a pickle. I get stuck. I watch it. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I think it's around season 2, maybe sort of halfway through season 2, and I'm like, I don't get anything that's going on anymore, so I give up. But this year I really do want to try and get back into it. I think Big Bang Theory was one as well because it's one of Chad's favourites. I want to watch that. Maybe I'll watch it this year. I don't know if it was on this list, but I really want to watch Modern Family this year. If anyone's seen any of these TV shows, let me know in the comments if they're good or not. I'm pretty sure all of them are because they're classics. For me, they're not classics because I've never watched them, but I've heard people say that they are classics. So I love how I keep looking out the window. It's the trees are all brown at the minute, and there's lots of traffic going by, so I can just like sit and see what they're up to. There was no one there. I was just hello. I think I also wanted to watch Suits and Dead to Me. I think there's a new season of Dead to Me that I've not watched. I think they've wrapped that show up now, but I've not seen the final series. I think it's 3 series and I've not seen the final one still. So I need to watch that and Suits. I started watching Suits, but then I kind of lose interest and my partner keeps watching because it's one of his faves. And then he puts on the episode where he got to last, and I've not seen like 5 episodes prior to this. And it's like, oh, spoilers. So in the end, I just gave up. But I think if I sat down with my headphones and watched it like on my laptop, I think I'd be okay with it. I think I could get on board with it. But yeah, definitely Suits because so far I was liking it to the point where I watched, I was enjoying it. Also, running theme with the TV shows that I'm enjoying at the minute, I'm really enjoying Love Island All Stars. If you've not watched it and you're in the UK, it's on ITVX. The only reason why I wanted to watch it this year is because I saw that Gabby was in it and Scott. Gabby and Scott, I think. I just really liked them. I didn't really care too much about Marcel. Like, I knew Marcel. That was, oh, this is a story for another day, but I was one of like the OG YouTuber Love Island like fans. Like I got into it in season 2. Season 3 I liked, season 4 I liked, and then sort of afterwards I'd be a bit like meh. Like the Jack and Danny, was it Jack and Danny? Yeah, Jack and Danny, that year I kind of was like not watching it when it came out. Like I didn't sit down at 9 o'clock every night and watch it. I kind of watch it on catch up. That's when I was like, oh, I'm losing interest. And then like, I don't know, like towards the beginning series you'd have people who are like different. You'd have like taller people, smaller people, larger people, smaller people. It was like, it was great. But now everyone's like Botoxed up to the max and everyone's really fake and it's just like full of drama. Like, and they refilm certain scenes because it's not dramatic enough. And it's like, this is supposed to be like, I don't know, like reality TV. There's not supposed to be like a script and, oh, hang on, let's redo that. I don't know, it just defeats the whole point. I don't know, that's just how I feel. I've heard people being like, there's supposed to be drama. And I'm like, there's a difference between like drama and scripted drama. And this is, I don't know, Love Island was feeling very scripted, but I don't know, I'm enjoying All Stars at the minute, but yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I'm enjoying All Stars. I've just got to the bit in the video where I'm talking about the 75 soft challenge. I ended up getting COVID. I can't remember when it was. It might have been 2023. But since then, I have really suffered with like any form of exercise. I just can't do like any form of exercise unless it's like a gentle walk. I cannot do it. My little ticker cannot handle it. My little ticker just can't handle it. So this year I think is the year that I am mentally stronger than I was last year. So I feel like I can be physically stronger. I'd like to sort of get my steps in. I'd like to maybe not go to the gym and be like a gym girl. I wish I was a gym girl. Maybe one day, but that day is not today or anytime soon. So maybe like doing like regular walks and stuff, I think will be a bit more manageable. I can track my steps. I've got my little Apple Watch on, So maybe this is the year that I can do some exercising. Okay, so I think I've gone through the video and I've sort of commented on anything that I sort of can since last time, but I wanted to quickly go through my New Year's resolutions for this year, or just any sort of bucket list things. So number one is not tolerating the crap that I tolerated in 2024, i.e. say no to more things. If I'm not 100% comfortable with it, I can say no, and no is a full sentence. I've heard some people start saying that, and I'm like, yeah, it is. You don't need to give reasons for anything. You don't owe anyone a reason for anything, unless they're sort of like family and friends, and you can sort of be like, oh no, I can't do this because anxiety, or no, I can't do this because so-and-so, and you have like that kind of thing. But no is a full sentence, and you can say that. So it's something that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start using that. The second one is something that I saw, I can't remember who he is, but I watch him on TikTok and YouTube, and he's so great. He went on to Drew Barrymore's show, and he was like, treat yourself like you're a separate human. Like, treat yourself like you are in your own care, like that you're like the younger version of you kind of thing. So I need to sort of get better at, if my body's telling me that I'm hungry, I need to feed it kind of thing. Because if a child version of me came up to me and said, I'm hungry, I would say, we need to get you some food, instead of being like, oh, I'll do it later, or oh, I'm not hungry enough, or whatever reason I give myself. I need to start treating myself like a separate human, if that makes any sense. It makes sense in my head, but a lot of things make sense in my head, but then when I say them out loud, I'm a bit like, The next one is put my health and wellness first, i.e. like regular pamper evenings, getting my steps in, making sort of healthier choices about what I put in my body. I'm a very snacky person. I love snacks. We have a cupboard in my bedroom. Well, it's mine and Chad's bedroom, but we have a cupboard in the bedroom, and it's just got snacks. Ritz crackers, a few like Squares bars, the Go Ahead like puffy bars, just little like nibbly bits, stuff that I would be like sandwich box things, like not sandwiches, but stuff that you'd put in a sandwich box. We have a load of those things in our cupboard, and I just sort of nibble on things, and I'm like, I need to make better choices about what I'm putting in my body. I need to sort of have maybe like a breakfast, and then like a tea or dinner, or whatever you call it, your evening meal, and then I can snack in the day if I want to, but I need to make sure that I'm getting at least like 2 good meals in my body a day. Yeah, regular pamper evenings. I want to do like face masks more. I want to sort of do like everything showers. Right now, an everything shower would drain the absolute shite out of me. The absolute shite. I cannot imagine anything more spoon consuming than shaving my entire body in one go and putting on a hair mask and leaving it to marinate, even though I do that every time I have a shower anyway. Every time I wash my hair, shall I say, I put a hair mask on. Is it working? Who knows? But yeah, just like everything shower, like exfoliating and then shaving and then exfoliating again and then moisturizing and then having to sit somewhere and not touch anything while your moisturizer sinks into your body. I don't know, it just doesn't sound appealing to me, but I know that it'll benefit me in the long run, because it'll be like, wow, I am taking care of myself. Like I don't belong in a dumpster. Like, I can look after myself, and it's kind of the mentality of it, and sort of being more like disciplined with myself, being like, no, you need to do this because it'll make you feel better, and sticking to it, rather than being like, I ain't got the spoons, or oh, I don't have the energy, I can't be asked kind of thing. So it's more like the structure and the routine. That's what I feel like I want to bring more into. Otherwise, more into the year. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go AWOL. The next one is cooking and baking new foods. I want to do sort of like a segment on my channel. I've already got like one cooking video up, I think. I think it was the low calorie spag bowl. If you've not seen it, I'll link it below. But the low calorie spag bowl, whoa, my cat just woke up. It was so much fun to make, and it's something that I actually genuinely do enjoy eating. And that's kind of what I want to sort of have on my channel, is just like a video diary of all the things that I like to make and like to eat. So when I'm a bit like, oh, I don't know what to eat, I could be like, oh. Anyway, I want a segment on my channel where I'm like cooking foods, don't know what to cook. Then I could be like, I made this, I really enjoyed it. There you go, problem solved. Because people don't tell you this, but one of the mysteries and one of the great stresses as an adult is, what the hell do I cook every day? Like, you're supposed to have every meal planned out for the rest of your life. I don't know what I want. Sometimes at that moment, I don't know what I want. I don't know. So I would love to do that, and I'd love to, people in the similar situation to me who sort of have eating disorders or they're lactose intolerant like I am. I love how I've made that my whole personality, that I'm lactose intolerant. My body can't hack it. Anyway, people who are in a similar situation to me can be like, oh, okay, let's see what Millie's cooking up. Let's see what things Millie likes to eat. Or just, even if you don't care about like me, you can be like, oh shit, that recipe looks good, I want to make that kind of thing. So I'm just trying to be helpful any way that I can. The next one is one I forgot about, and it is use the hot tub more. Hydrotherapy is great for your mental health. It is something that I did a lot in 2020 and 2021, and it really helped me with my anxiety at the time, but I kind of just like forgot all about it. So definitely hydrotherapy. There's like, you can add like lavender salts, pearls, I don't know what they are, into your hot tub. So it's like aromatherapy as well as hydrotherapy. I think I tried it once, but I don't think I added enough in. But yeah, the hot tub definitely helps. This is not really like a New Year's resolution. It's kind of like a, well, it kind of is, but kind of not. It's kind of like an activity that I want to do throughout the year, and that is compile a box of things for moving out. So like you go out and you buy like utensils with one pay packet, and you go out and you buy like plates with another, or a kettle, or just things that you would need for your house, and then like set it aside when you actually move, so that you don't have to buy it all in one go and then you're like crying because your bank account is crying with you. I don't know, I've seen people do it on TikTok and I'm like, that's actually a genius idea. Or occasionally, alternatively, if you don't have the space for it, start your own like savings account for like house bits and pieces, and then just transfer a little bit over each month so that you don't have to take it all out of a pay packet, and you can, I think most people do that anyway, but it's just a little idea. I quite like the visual of a box and having things in it and getting excited to use like your cutlery. I think that's more motivation than money in an account for me. I don't know, it's just something that I wanted to do. I saw someone else do it and I was like, another one. I've struggled to do this, let me tell you, with the amount of absolute spanners on the internet. I have really struggled with this one, and this is just be kind. Like, I'm such a kind person in real life. On the internet, people are dum-dums and they rub me up the wrong freaking way. I'm not talking to you guys because my audience is very lovely and I'm very lucky. But like on Threads and X, I can't even go on those freaking apps anymore because I'm like, do you people read what you type before you send it? I don't know, sometimes if I'm already having a bad day and I go on those apps, I'm like, and I type something out, but I'm lucky that I have the ability to stop myself before I post it. Not always. Sometimes I will be like, yeah, okay, you are being a real dum-dum. You deserve to have a little bit of sass thrown at you. So I will sometimes do it, but I don't really care. Some people deserve it sometimes. Anyway, people who I don't agree with or have said things that I'm like, I don't like that, just block them. Like, it's so easy just to block someone. Like, it takes 2 buttons, but if you sit and you like fester on it and you're like, oh, typing out a reply, blah, 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 it'll bother you more. I found it has anyway. It bothers me more if I sit and I type out a message and I reply and I'm waiting for their reply and I'm like, you're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't say that to them, but like in my head I'm like, horrible people, blah, blah, typing out a message, waiting for their reply, and that just drags the situation out longer. If you just look at someone and be like, don't agree with that, block, you've never got to hear from them again unless they make another account. But it's more hassle for them to make another account just to give you hate than it is for you to be like, tap on them, tap the button, block, confirm. Like, it's so much easier just to block someone. So that's my New Year's resolution, is to just not dish out nasty comments and just be kind, be nice. Hello pumpkin. Be kind, be nice, and just anyone that I don't agree with, even if it's over something so small, if it upsets my peace, I will just not deal with it, because there are millions of other people out there who will have more similar views to you. Anyway, yes, bucket list. We need to get our finger up because my camera is on half battery. Feed the squirrels of Bournemouth. I really want to do that. Let me show you my home screen first because it'll just make more sense. So I'll show you it like this. Oh no, you actually can see it. This says 100k. I'm never gonna get to 100k, but 100k is my goal. If I can get to 100k, maybe not this year, but just anywhen, I'll be very happy. This is a stack of money because I want to be a content creator this year. I think this year is the year that I'm going to do it. I'm manifesting it. I started manifesting it and putting it into the universe like the last week of December, and things have already come back from that, positive repercussions, so I'm very excited about that. A squirrel, because I want to feed the squirrels, and I just love squirrels so much. Center Parcs Rapids. Funny thing is, I actually set this as my home screen the 2nd of January, and it is the 18th today, I think. A few days ago we booked up to go to Center Parcs this year, so did I manifest that? I don't know. Did I? We'll never know. My goals and dreams become my reality. Just manifestations, putting it out there. A puppy, more positive quotes and stuff. This and this is sort of like what I want my future house to look like, so I've sort of put it there so I could be like, that's what I'm aiming for, that's what I want to do. And then like some beach pictures. But yeah, that's currently what my home screen and lock screen look like. Anyway, we're gonna move on to that's my video in the background, oops. We're gonna move on to the bucket list because then it'll make more sense. You could be like, oh, okay, that was on her home screen. Feed the squirrels at Bournemouth. There is a place in Bournemouth or near to Bournemouth where it's like a park and you can literally just like go and feed a load of squirrels monkey nuts and they'll eat them out of your hands and it's great. I don't know where it is. If I knew, I would tell you. If I ever find out, I'll put it in the description, but all the comments, I don't know. But it is so cool. It's just like an open park and you just buy a bag of monkey nuts in the shop nearby and then just like feed the squirrels. They love it. They eat them out your hand. I haven't been in like 10 plus years though, so I don't know if it's still a thing. I hope that it is. If I get there and it doesn't exist anymore, I'm gonna be really sad. The next one is Weymouth on the train and it says beach day next to it because I've got another one that says Weymouth on the train shopping day with a suitcase. That's a long story I can explain. Anyway, back to the beach day. Every 6 weeks holidays we go to Weymouth on the train. It is a bit of a trek from our house, but we love doing it. We go on the train, we have a beach day, we take like some towels and whatnot and we just like sit on the beach, go in the arcade, stroll through the lanes, that kind of thing, and it's just like a tradition of ours. So that obviously had to go on the list. And then I've got another one that says shopping day with a suitcase. My place that I love to go shopping is Bath, and I see so many people just like wandering around Bath with a suitcase and I'm like, they're probably there for like travel or work or something, like they've got clothes in that case, but I want to take a suitcase so that I can go shopping and put like my clothes that I buy in the shopping bag or perfume that I buy in the shopping bag, in the suitcase. It's just genius. You haven't got to carry all of these bags around, you just whack it in a suitcase. Like, I don't know, that's like smart thinking, so I put that on there. And then I have Bath mini golf and Cheddar mini golf. I've also got Jacob's ladder in Cheddar because I really want to climb up that again. Dobbies for lunch. Again, that's kind of like a, not an annual thing, but it's a little activity that we like to do. So that's on there. Centre Park Spa weekend. I don't know if I will end up doing that just because we're going on holiday there. And I don't want to go to the spa on holiday because you can go in the spa without having to go on holiday there. So I'm going to make them like separate things. Hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm manifesting that. I'm currently on 285 maybe. So if we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I just think that'll be mint. Train for a 5k. I don't know if I'm actually going to do a 5k, whether I just want to train for it. I would like to be strong enough so that I could manage a 5k and not die. So yeah, that'll be something to think about. Have my own place / have a big chunk of a deposit saved, and then try a pottery painting class. Funny thing is, I'm actually going to book up for the pottery painting class at Centre Parks. So am I killing two birds with one stone? Because Centre Parks and pottery painting class. Oh my god, they have squirrels there. I can feed the squirrels there too. Smashing it. But yeah, those are my things on my bucket list for this year. Those are the things I want to get up to. I don't really know if I want to do anything else. Like, obviously I do want to do anything else, but I just want to not worry about certain things too much and just sort of like get out there and just do stuff. Like, something that I say to myself in the mornings when I wake up is, if I don't want to get up, I'm like, don't think, just do. And then I sit up out of bed quick because then I haven't got like time to sit and think about it. And that's kind of what I want to do, like in life in general. I don't want to sit and think about stuff too much. I just want to get out there and do stuff. Like, I'll deal with the repercussions afterwards because I've spent so many freaking years being like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? Like, thinking about stuff way before anything even happens. And chances are it doesn't even happen anyway. I want to think about the repercussions after. I don't want to think anymore. I just want to do shit. But yeah, that is the vibes for this year. Positive vibes, influencer vibes. I'm putting that out into the universe. I have got something massive coming up and it's going to be my next video and I'm very excited to, excited. So stay tuned for that. It's big, y'all. It's big. My next video is big. My 13-year-old self is screaming. So I think that is enough rambling for one day. If you've made it this far into the video, comment a squirrel emoji, because then people who haven't made it this far will be like, what the heck? Then we'll confuse them. We've got like a little like insiders club. But yes, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that we can hit the 1,000 mark. We still have like 12 months left. Well, actually 11 and a bit, but there's no harm in hitting it early. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when I upload. Hit the notification icon. My brain is still mush. But I will see you next time. Actually, it's not going to be next Monday. I was going to say see you Monday, but it's not. My video is coming out before Monday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Hit the bell so you do get notified because it is a good video. Let me tell you that. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.